Good morning. So we started yesterday, the 10th Perek of Mishlei. The first Pasuk was yesterday, and now the second Pasuk. And a famous part of a famous Pasuk. Lo yo'ilu otzrot resha. The wealth for the Rishaim is not going to help them. The otzar, the storage house of wealth is not going to help them. Tzedaka tatzil mimavet. Famous words, and tzedaka will save from death. So the Gaon of Vilna over here explains the following. When it comes to money, there are three categories in what we use money for. Tov, Arev, Umo'il. Tov is good, Arev is sweet, and Mo'il is helpful. So he says, Tov, that's the best way we want to place our money, is Dvarim Tovim, good things. And he says, Tzedaka, or doing chesed with our money. Tov. Arev is sweet. Sweet is sweet for ourselves, for eating and for different types of benefits, self-benefits for ourselves, clothing, etc. It's Arev. Mo'il is to help. So what it means is sometimes people, they want to gather money so that it's going to help me when I'm in a tough situation, and saving. Now, if a person has the concept of saving, but not to use it for the tov, then that's not going to be good. Because what's that saving going to help you? But rather, tzedakah tatzil mimavet. When a person gives tzedakah, that is the best saving you could do. That is the best thing you could do, because not only is there so many great properties, so many great rewards from tzedakah, but the greatest thing is that it saves you from the thing you want most, which is you want more life. It saves you from mavet, from death. And I have to read here the two lines that he says in Hebrew. It's unbelievable. Avat tzedakah lo dai shehu tov be'etzem. Not only is tzedakah good in and of itself, ela gam mo'il yoter mikol davar shematzil. It helps for more than anything that could save you. Is tzedakah. Af mimavet, even from death, it could save you. Ve'en mo'il ba'olam yoter mizeh. Unbelievable, the words of the Gaon of Vilna. There's nothing more that can help you in this world more than this, more than tzedakah. Mind-blowing, unbelievable. The next pasuk, Lo yar'iv Hashem nefesh tzaddik. Hashem is not going to make the nefesh of that tzaddik starve. Ve'avat reshaim yehedof. And the efforts of the reshaim, Hashem is going to shove them down. And here what it means, says the Gaon of Vilna was still talking about money, and he says that the tzaddik, even though he wants to do things that are tov with his money, sometimes he might not have the ability to, but ratzon shel tzaddik, Hashem is mimale ritzono. Hashem is not going to make you starve. Don't worry, tzaddik. Hashem is going to take care of what you need in order for you to do the ratzon that you want, to do the good with the money that you receive. But havat reshaim yehadov, the ones that are the efforts of the Rishaim, Hashem is going to push them away. Even though he makes efforts to try getting more and more, and he does it through stealing, or he does it through the Rasha, he does it through different ways to try getting more, at the end of the day, he's going to be losing out. And the last pasuk for today, Rosh Oseh Kaf Remiyah. The head makes a palm of deceit. And this is talking about the Rasha as well. We'll see. V'yad charutzim ta'ashir. The hand of the upright will make them wealthy. So there's the palm of the one that's deceitful, and the hand of the upright. So here he brings an unbelievable explanation. He first starts off. Okay, he says as follows. He says, what's the difference between a palm and a hand? A kaf is just a palm. A hand, when I say yad, it's the palm with the fingers. So here he says, talking about tzedakah. When a person keeps his hands closed and doesn't give tzedakah, then his hand really is not a hand, it's a palm. It's just all palm. And it's unbelievable. He says, V'akol etzlo kaf. His whole hand's not a hand. It's a kaf. It's a palm, because his hand is closed. And therefore, that's the Rasha, Rosh Oseh Kaf Remiyah. So he keeps his hands closed, and he says, I could gain this way more by keeping my hand closed. No. The yad charutzim, the hand of the upright ta'ashir, that's where wealth comes, where the hand is open. then that's where the wealth will come. You might think, if I'm giving away, if my hand's open, I'm giving away. How am I going to be wealthy that way? No, if you give, you're going to be wealthy. And that's actually words I said at the shiur on Shabbat, and the ladies' shiur at Clanton Park. And I always keep these words, and I say these words, Gemara in the 6th Perek of Masechet Ketuvot, 3 words to always remember along these lines. A person wants to make his money stay with him forever. You want to ensure that you have money. So the Gemara says melach mamon. If you want your money to be like salt, melach mamon, which doesn't go bad. Melach mamon chaser. Let go of your money. Give your money. You might think it's the opposite. What do you mean? I'm giving it all away. No, melach mamon chaser. And the Gemara says also ikad amri. Some say melach mamon chesed. If you want your money to be like salt, then do chesed. That's the 2 versions of the Gemara. The last point is that, says the Gaon of Vilna, this pasuk is also talking about Torah. That there could be people that study Torah in a closed way, in a kaf way, or in a yad way. And he explains that those that learn Torah from the kitzur dinim, the shortcuts, sometimes you have svarim that you don't learn the whole back end to the halacha. But okay, this is what I got to do. This is what I got to do, which is fine. But he says if you make that as if you know everything on the back end, then that's like a wicked way, a remiyah, a deceitful way of showing off to the people like, oh yeah, I know everything. Right? If you really just know the headlines, atzur, mutar, but you don't know the whole back end. And the back end is really what you need to know in order to be the one that's deciding, to be the one that's. But the yad charutzim, the one that knows the whole hand, the one that knows all the back end, that's the proper wealth in Torah as well, to try to get to that level. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen. Rabbi Chanan ben Akasha v'ratzah Kadosh Baruch Hu lezakot et Yisrael lefichach chirva lahem Torah mitzvah shene'emar Adonai hafetz l'ma'an tzidko yagdil Torah ve'yadir al Yisrael.